Alright, so I changed up my team from what I originally had it. In all honesty, I don't think the team's done yet now, as it stands yet either. Kind of a work in progress, but it's kind of a really fun team. I noticed my team was really weak to stall because there wasn't very many really powerful things on the team. So I actually changed up the Gengar set specifically to beat stall, and pretty much right after I did that, I faced this team right here. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. So I'll just go over the battle because it's actually pretty funny. The thing with stall is you never actually you can never complete a game with stall because stall teams either beat you by like stalling, you know. Stall teams, you either forfeit or they just stall you out completely, or whatever a stall player is going to lose, they just forfeit. So you never actually beat a stall player because they always just forfeit once they lose like their first mon, or once they realize you have something that beats them, they always just forfeit. So always funny. But anyways, I'll just start off. I lead off with Keldeo because these players are all the same. They always lead off with Sableye, so I think I'm just gonna lead off with Keldeo and try to get a burn off on it, because you know that's what they all do. So he's got the Snarl, which is interesting enough. It's not usually that common in all honesty for a Mega Sableye, but I guess it makes sense because I guess the theory is you 1v1 a bit, special attack is a bit better, but I'm able to get the burn there, which is kind of what I was aiming for. So that's of course always good. Gonna give me that special attack boost. Always nice. Contrary pulling through. Now he's got the Chansey. I honestly didn't think Seismic Toss would break the sub, but like I've got no HP investment, so I mean that makes sense that it doesn't. But in all honesty, Leech Seed is going to be giving me like 60% probably for me. Not really, but as you can see, it gives me at least 27%. So that's kind of nice. I subbed down a few more times just to see maybe if he goes for T-Wave or something right here. If he goes for Stealth Rocks or something. Also gets him a little bit lower, so I get a relatively safer switch. But I'm gonna pull into the Gengar here as he goes into Skarmory, which is of course nice as well. I'm able to taunt that, so no hazards, which you know is always nice. Now the Umbreon is going to be coming in, so you know I'm gonna go straight to the Altaria. At the very least, be able to get the Mega off, which is always nice. And gonna go for that para, you know, that's spread that yellow magic. And we are able to catch the Quagsire, so that's very nice. Get the paralysis on that. Can't complain about that. And of course, I'm gonna predict the first turn paralysis immaculately by pulling into my Superior right there, which is of course always nice. I didn't really expect the Skarmory to be a switch of choice because he's carry HP Fire, but I guess he didn't think he needed it. I don't know. I don't know, actually. He needed it for, you know, Altaria, but I guess he saw Body Slam and didn't think it was a threat. But regardless, Skarmory's gonna go down. Leech Seed probably wasn't the best play because I could have just Leaf Storm and then HP Fired anyway, but what can you do? I guess he just realizes he has Amoonguss now, so that's what he goes into. I'm able to pull into Gengar. Like I said, this thing just 6-0s stall team, so he's not going to be able to support anything. Umbreon is guaranteed coming in now, as you can tell. Just want to judge for damage, and that does 35%, so that does so much. Gengar is broken. Not broken, Gengar is so good. Switch out, he's either going to Wish or Foul Play or something, but that's fine, because I can just go with Keldeo and start hitting things up with those Scalds, you know, spread that burn, spread that, yeah, but I mean, Sableye's already burned, so it's all good. But I mean, Sableye coming in isn't really that bad. Sableye isn't really the counter to Keldeo anyways. I always find it funny when people try to, you know, use Sableye to counter Keldeo, but what can you do? I know he's going to recover, so I can just pull into Superior here. And I also know he's going into Amoonguss here, which is, you know, quite nice. So I am able to get that switch right back into Gengar. Get this kill! Yeah, so Amoonguss comes in. I'm not going to taunt because he knows I have the taunt. I know Umbreon is very low, so I can just Sludge Wave and it would be a 2 KO. Unfortunately, because he is a stall player, he's gonna give me that forfeit right there. But I mean, at that point, Gengar literally just won anyway, because I killed the Umbreon. Sableye was not a counter to Gengar, not a switch in at the very least, so yeah, he didn't really have a switch in ever to Gengar because I had taunt, so I beat Chansey 1v1. So yeah, that was that. I think I've got one or two more Alright, so I've got another one here. This one's kind of interesting because it showcases kind of the main reasons of why I wanted to build this team. I wanted to build this team as kind of like a, I wanted to have Gengar as a spin blocker, and I wanted to have Superior as a defog blocker, because Superior isn't used as a way to block defog very often, because I think people forget what Contrary does, I guess. So I don't know, I kind of want to use that as kind of an interesting thing, and it actually does, well, I guess you'll have to see. It is very fun though, very interesting. So we've got the Landorus and Gengar lead. I don't really want to stay in because he does have other potential rockers, so don't want to risk him going for the knockoff and being scarfed, and that's exactly what it turns out to be. So that's good that I didn't risk my win condition, because yeah, Gengar just wins at this point, to be honest. Well, Gengar doesn't win, but Gengar does a ton of work here. He's gonna spread that yellow magic on me, which is a no-no. But I do have natural cure. I also have heal bell, but I might as well get the free natural cure because I do know that the clef is coming in anyway. So that is my switch of choice, and I'm able to get a free kill on the clef coming in. Guess you could have predicted that with Landorus, but you know, what can you do? I go into Heat Ray here. He just goes straight for the Psy Shock. Earthquake isn't too common, and I mean, what was my play? Double into like, I don't know, Altaria, I guess. That was, so yeah, he's able to bot me with that EQ, which is of course a bit unfortunate. I subbed because these people like, not these people, well, like people like Draco on Superior. I would Draco a Superior, honestly, because I mean, it's your most powerful option, but if you sub on the Draco, you know, then you're able to survive the next hits quite easily. But there we go with the evasion boost. So very, very nice. I can just keep subbing until we get that miss. That's basically why we have sub, so that we get that evasion boost. It's also just kind of nice with sub and leech seed. It's kind of a cool combo wombo, as they say. He's in range of Leaf Storm, but I'm gonna try my luck one more time with the sub, and at this point we do get the miss, so that's of course always nice. I'm able to get another Leaf Storm off, and I'm at +4, I'm at +1 evasion, and I'm behind a sub, so the only thing faster is Landorus, so you know, I just have to dodge the U-turn, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna go for that U-turn, and just as I predicted, I'm gonna get that dodge, so we've got this +6 Superior, +1 evasion going on, so always nice. Breloom comes in, but like if he's not hitting a move, right? Like I've got an evasion boost. Yes. See, so you know, like it's impossible. Like it's not something that happens. He gets a Mach Punch there. I guess he like called Zarel and offered him a lot of money to hack the game right there, but a bit unfortunate. But Houndoom's gonna come in and I mean, Fire Blast can't hit through an evasion, right? Well, I mean, it hits there, but you know, that's okay, it's okay. It's not gonna hit here, right? So, oh my god, mad insanity! That was a bit of a stupid play on my part, because I could have killed him with +6 Leaf Storm, but I wanted to go for that dodge just for fun, because I mean, I win anyway, so yeah, I had to go for that dodge just to assert dominance, but I mean, these hackers are everywhere, you know, so I mean, not really a lot you can do. So get that para and take it out, of course. Slowbro comes in. I just gotta get that para on the Slowbro, and then we're good to go. So you know, I guess I'll speed this part up because nothing really happens. It's just yeah, we just gotta stall for a few more turns. 9% off. High rolls will give me 7%, so of course that's nice as well. I'll just flinch him down to death, you know what I'm saying? So that's of course always nice. In all honesty, there's the crit. Oh, he breaks through though, so you know what to do. I just needed him like at not 100% so that he's like, yeah, it doesn't, so that in case he's like max HP, max finesse, so he doesn't have a hit from Gengar or something random, but I don't know, maybe he dodged a Shadow Ball, but yeah, that was the game. It was a pretty fun game. It was just to showcase the contrary.